My favorite way to eat fresh mangoes is with sticky rice. This is an iconic Thai dessert, and it's one of the most delicious things in the world. Traditionally though, it can take up to 2 days to make. So let me show you a method for making mango sticky rice in just 1 hour. This turns it into something suitable for a weeknight or even a last-minute dessert for a party. Oh, did I mention that it also happens to be completely vegan and free of most allergens? That's why it's my go-to crowd-pleasing dessert. Hey there, my name is Sheldo and welcome to my kitchen. I'm so excited about what we're making today because then I'm the one who gets to eat it at the very end. Of course, I'm talking about mango sticky rice. I mean, its name tells you pretty much all you need to know about it. It consists of only 3 components: vibrant fresh mango meets sweet and coconutty sticky rice, and a delicious salted coconut sauce. First up, let's talk sticky rice, also known as glutinous rice or sweet rice. This rice has a different starch composition compared to other rices, which gives it that sticky texture. You should be able to find glutinous rice at all Asian grocery stores. Traditionally, the rice needs to first be soaked in cold water for a really long time, 4 hours minimum, but preferably overnight. Then the rice is cooked by steaming. Overall, this process can take 2 days. Instead, we'll be making our sticky rice in the microwave. This cuts down the entire process to under 30 minutes, soaking time included. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video where I'll be comparing rice made the traditional way to the microwave method to see just how they stack up. First, we have to wash our rice. 1.5 cups glutinous rice in a large microwave safe bowl. Fill it up with cold water. Vigorously swish the grains about. The water will quickly become cloudy. Pour off the cloudy water. Add fresh water, then repeat washing. What we're doing is rinsing off excess surface starch from the grains of rice. If left on, it'll cause the cooked rice to clump together, becoming gummy and gluey. Not at all what we want. The goal is to have tender, discrete grains of rice in the end. After 4 to 5 rounds of washing, the water will become pretty clear. Drain off the water one last time. Pour over boiling hot water. Cover the rice by at least 1 to 2 inches to allow the rice room to expand. Hot water here vastly shortens the soaking time required. Cover the bowl with a plate and set aside to rest for 15 minutes. While the rice is soaking, we can make a coconut infusion for the cooked rice. Here's a standard can of coconut milk. It's 400 ml or 14 fluid ounces. Use full fat coconut milk of the highest quality you can get. I've designed the recipe to use up the whole can so there's no waste. Give the can a good shake before using. If it's really cold where you are and the coconut fat has solidified, run the whole can under hot water and shake vigorously to re-emulsify. Pour off a half cup of the coconut milk and set it aside for later. Add the remaining coconut milk to a small pot. Then throw in 3/4 cups sugar, 3/4 teaspoon salt. If you've got it, also put in half a pandan leaf that's been tied into a knot. Pandan is basically Southeast Asian vanilla. Pandan adds a gorgeous, subtle aroma that's slightly grassy, sweet, and kind of vanilla-y. In this dish though, it's totally optional. It just adds another layer of flavor. I buy my pandan leaves in bulk and then freeze them. They keep for months and months this way. Place the pot over medium heat. Bring the coconut milk to a gentle simmer to dissolve all the sugar. Then turn off the heat and set aside for now. After 15 minutes, drain off most of the water. Leave just enough so that the water is perfectly level with the top of the rice. Cover with a plate. We're gonna cook this in the microwave for 7 minutes on high power. After 7 minutes, remove the bowl from the microwave. Use gloves because it'll be very hot. Also be mindful of the steam trapped in the bowl. Fluff up the rice with a fork. At this point, give it a taste. If the rice is tender all the way through, then it's done. However, if it's still al dente with a hard center, cover with the plate again and microwave for another 2 to 3 minutes. How much cooking time in total will depend on the power of the microwave. Now the rice is fully cooked. Immediately while the rice is still hot, pour in the prepared coconut infusion. Gently stir to coat the rice. This will work best if both the rice and the coconut milk are hot. If the coconut mixture cools down, reheat it over a low flame while the rice is still in the microwave. It'll seem like way too much liquid at first, but as it sits, all of the coconut milk will get absorbed into the rice. Cover the bowl and let it rest for 30 minutes. We'll want to give it a stir halfway through this time. Meanwhile, take the reserved half cup of coconut milk and add a small splash of it to 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch. Stir this together until smooth and lump-free. Add the cornstarch mixture back into the rest of the coconut milk. Throw in a 1/4 teaspoon salt and 1 tablespoon sugar. Cook over medium-low heat, stirring constantly. Once the sauce thickens up, pour it out and set it aside for now. After 15 minutes, gently stir the rice to redistribute any remaining liquid. Cover and set aside for 15 more minutes or until all the coconut milk has been absorbed. If not serving right away, the rice can be kept covered at room temp for about 4 hours. Finally, we get to the mangoes. A perfectly ripe mango is a prerequisite for this dish. However, if it's not mango season where you are, don't despair and keep on watching. I'll show you a solution for that later on. How to tell if a mango is ripe. 1. By color. Some varieties of mangoes stay green even when ripe, but with yellow mangoes like the Atalfo I've got here, once ripe it should be fully yellow or orange and not have any traces of green. 2. By feel. A perfectly ripe mango should give slightly when pressed. It shouldn't feel rock hard, but it also shouldn't be so soft that the skin is easily punctured. At that point, it's overly ripe. A perfectly ripe mango may also have some slight wrinkling to the skin. That's perfectly normal. Cut a small sliver off the round end of the mango. Remove all of the skin with a veggie peeler. Stand the mango up on the cut end. Be careful, it'll be quite slippery. Use a sharp knife to slice off the mango cheeks. Glide the knife along the side of the mango pit. Repeat on the other side. Don't forget about the flesh on the mango pit. I always eat this as a cook's treat. When slicing the mango, I like to go on a bit of a diagonal and make slices that are neither too thick nor too thin. Now we can assemble the dish. Place some sticky rice onto a serving plate. You can either do this in a casual mound or use a small bowl as a mold. Carefully arrange the mango slices. Spoon over the salted coconut sauce. Finish with a sprinkle of toasted sesame seeds. Feel free to omit this altogether if anyone's allergic. And ta-da! Mango sticky rice in just 1 hour. The rice is soft yet chewy, sweet and a little bit salty, infused with rich coconut. It contrasts perfectly with juicy, tropical, delicious mango, sweet and a little bit tart. The salted coconut sauce is the key here because it ties everything together. It's got just the right amount of salt to unlock all the flavors in the rice and the mango. Gotta get a bite with everything. What can I say? It's freaking delicious. If you don't have fresh mangoes, still make the rice and the sauce. Then serve with a few healthy scoops of mango ice cream. We've got ourselves a mango sticky rice sundae. What's not to love? Now let's compare our microwave sticky rice with the traditional method. I've never actually done this head to head, so I'm really curious. I soaked washed glutinous rice in cold water overnight, about 12 hours, drained off the water, placed the rice on cheesecloth in a bamboo steamer, then steamed it for about 25 minutes. Right away, the steamed rice seems drier than the microwaved rice. The grains are more separate, with a slightly chewier, more toothsome texture. It's exactly what I expect from sticky rice. On the other hand, the microwaved rice is softer, though still chewy. It makes sense because it was cooked in water instead of being steamed. Despite that, the grains remain distinct and it isn't too mushy. I'd say that the microwaved rice is at least 80% as good as the steamed one. The difference is only really noticeable when they're tasted next to each other. Throw in coconut milk and the difference will be even smaller. So yeah, that confirms it for me. Microwave method, it really does hold its own, especially given that it takes a fraction of the time compared to the traditional way. And it tastes almost as good. Nice, I love a good shortcut. Yeah, I really hope that you give this mango sticky rice recipe a try while mangoes are still in season. If you've never had mango sticky rice before, I'm so excited for you because I'm just thinking back to the first time that I tried it for myself and I just wish I could experience it again for the first time. If you do give this recipe a try, please comment and let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for hanging out with me today in my kitchen. I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye. Before you go, here are 2 more delicious recipes that I think you'll really enjoy.